Well, good Friday morning, everybody. This is Dave with Cruising to Lose Weight, and it's Friday, May 19th, 2023. And as you can see, we have docked again this morning. We are in Costa Maya, Mexico, and we're here with the wonder of the seas. So the two ships here have a potential of having 14,000 people get off the ship and go to shore. It's going to be a short day though. We got in here, I think we probably docked at 6:30. It's coming up on 7:30 right now. And we're leaving at 12:30 this afternoon. It's kind of a screwed up day, but as you can see, there's a lot of people getting an early start on it and taking advantage of it. They probably have excursions and whatnot, and we'll probably walk down. You see that little port over there behind me? It's a long pier, because it gets shallow real quick, so the ships have to stay out here quite a ways. But it's a good day for walking, for getting the steps in. So we'll probably get off, I'm guessing maybe around 10 o'clock, and we'll walk the port a little bit. We've been here once before we got off and walked around and everything. So last week we didn't get off, we stayed on the ship, but we'll probably get off again today and just walk it real quick, and that's it. And then tomorrow we start heading back to Galveston again. Tomorrow's a sea day, and then we arrive Sunday morning early. And we're staying on the ship again, but we're going to be moving from this room to a interior room 2 floors up. So, and generally about in the front of the ship, so not too bad. So yeah, if you followed along yesterday, we started a fast, and originally it was going to be a 60, and then it was I kind of looked at the calendar, and then it's going to be a 72 hour, and then I looked at it more, but I think we're going to end up going 96 hours, 96 hour extended fast. That'll take us from yesterday, or the day before, at 7:30 on the 17th. So we're coming up on right now 36 hours fasting, and that leaves us with 60 hours to go. And 60 hours will be ending Sunday. I gotta recalculate that. I think it's gonna be more like Monday morning, because I'm not gonna eat at 7:30. Especially coming out of an extended fast like this, you need to really be careful of what you eat, because your stomach is not producing the bile to cut down on food for waste. So a lot of times if you eat too much at once, you're going to be in the bathroom for a while. So we don't want to avoid that. So we're going to have a planned attack of reintroducing food back into the system again. So it'll probably be a very light dinner, if anything, just to get the body back in tune again. But yeah, we're gonna go with 96. That's four days, 4 days of fasting. So the longest we've gone so far was 2 days. So we're gonna increase that by double. So how's it going so far? Well, let's get into statistics and we'll let you know. We had a good day of steps yesterday. We had 6,459 steps, which is really good. We got off the ship a little bit, walked around Cozumel, walked outside the port. I got my 2 bucket list selfies taken care of with the Cozumel signs. And sleep last night, we got 8 hours and 15 minutes of sleep. The app gave us a rating of 97, which is pretty good considering We started pulling into port here about 5:30, where they started using the engine thrusters. So kind of woke me up a little bit, but still got the 8 hours out of it. Blood pressure this morning was 130/76 with a pulse of 80. Our blood glucose reading, if you remember yesterday, I think it was like 304. This morning it was 233, so it dropped big time. And then the A1C is at 10.74. So it takes a little bit for the A1C to react to the blood sugars, but I expect that to continue to drop in the coming days as we continue this fast. So the big question is, how are we doing on weight? Yesterday, I think we topped the scales at 301. And this morning, we're sitting at 296.3. That's a loss of just about 5 pounds, 4.9 pounds. So all that weight that we gained that one day has disappeared. And overall, our cruise weight is sitting at plus 5.1. So it's coming down. I'm hoping this will erase the cruise weight and put it in a negative direction after Sunday. So some people have been asking us, well, how do you cope with not eating all day? And it's amazing, your body, everybody does a fast, whether they know it or not. When they go to bed, they fast for eight hours at least, and you don't die. So it's just extending your breakfast. Breakfast is when you break your fast to further in the day and further and further and further. And after a certain point, your hunger, actually, if it's like hunger pains or ghrelin, they call it, that tells you to eat. If you satisfy it with a couple gulps of water, they say like 5 gulps of water, that'll decrease it, almost satisfy it, so it'll take care of it. And we're going to be just on water, and I've got some coffee being delivered here in about a half hour. And they said one of the tricks is to make it a bullet coffee, which is you put a little butter inside the coffee and you drink it, and that seems to quell your appetite as well. It gives you a little bit of fat substance with the butter, and that seems to satisfy, and it doesn't break the fat, which is the good thing. But yeah, it's really not that bad, especially if you've done a little bit in the past. Like I have done intermittent fasting in the past, and it's not really that big of a deal. It's just a matter of extending it and not thinking about it and keeping yourself busy, and avoiding food areas, like wandering into the buffet and going to dinner. So it's possible, and we'll follow along day by day, and you can see what the results are. So day one has been positive so far. It's we've lost almost 5 pounds, and our blood glucose has dropped pretty good. So exciting to see what's going to happen tomorrow, because during this time, if you don't know anything about ketones are basically replacing your body cells and improve your healing process. So they start kicking in big time. And the other word to think about is autophagy. And autophagy is rejuvenating the body from the inside, getting rid of all the bad cells and promoting more healing on the inside. So that's a major deal, and if you're interested in it, Google it and look it up on YouTube, and There's a whole interesting section on that. So, but anyways, we'll chronicle the adventures of the 4-day fast here, which we're just day and a half into it right now, and everything seems to be going pretty good. So, well, that's going to wrap it up for Friday, the 19th of May, and we'll get off the ship here in a little bit, and we'll walk that pier all the way down to the port there, and walk around a little bit, and we'll show you what we did today, tomorrow. Until then, you guys have a good day, and adios.